that, but we're trying to help you to understand. We try to help you to, as simple as possible, to explain this for you, that there is no evil attempt when your heart is set to the right attention in your life. When you share the right energy, you cannot be deceived. And when you are enlightened and start to raise in your vibration, this knowledge that you can get from us, you already have inside you. You have already all of the knowledge, because we are all connected in a way that is very strange for you to understand. Even to imagine a fourth dimension is for you many times very difficult to understand and recognize.
Thank you very much for stating that and putting it that way, because this is going to help a lot of people. They're listening to a lot of different sources. Is it, as you look into the records with Lars and Hank, this work that we're doing, obviously we're here, we're with you, we have the proper intention, you are giving us this information, and this is part of what our mission on the planet at this time was, to do this type of work and bring these type of truths and or greater knowledge to the whoever may happen upon these videos that we post.
If we interpret your question right, yes, this is the intention you set when you was reincarnated on this planet, that you have this mission with you, and you have had it for many lifetimes before also, and you always have some success, even though your attention is set to a higher purpose, on a higher goal. You will not always get there so quickly, but you are on the right path, and we are behind you in this work, and we are very much feel joy that you are doing this work with us and all other souls on your planets.
Thank you for the acknowledgement, and we appreciate that tremendously. If you're looking at Lars's records, and what can you relinquish without spoiling his mission about the work that he's doing on the planet, and even things that I can't even think of, but that he could know without spoiling anything that you could share? And then of course I'll ask about myself.
We have done a lot of work in different areas in this lifetime before. He had used many different methods to bring his message out. But now he found a form that's resonating with him, and found in you a alliance, I think, that are for the benefit for you both, and not to encourage or enlarge your own ego, because that is not possible in this way. Of course you can get a knowledge for your work, but that is only encouragement for you. Encouragement for you to go on with this mission you are on for the moment. But you also have other work to do, except this type of sessions. But you already do that, and we are joyful. We feel joyful that also.
He'll be very appreciative to hear that, and it is you said the proper word. It escapes me. I was yeah, we're not doing this for money or for any type of recognition. We just have a desire to wake people up, or to and to so you could.
That's a desire that originated from a very deep feeling of caring, a deep feeling of bringing forward not only information but also positive energy, because there have been so many long time on your planet has been in very low density, in very dense density, that has a negative effect on the inhabitant of these planets. But now is the timeline for you to come out of this, and you working with that, and several thousand other working with that simultaneously, and from different frequencies and from different dimensions. You have a lot of help and a lot of caretakers and a lot of knowledge going or is downloaded to you now. It can feel strange sometimes for you, but we beg of you to keep record of everything you experience and try to interpret it in the best way you can.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And we are definitely making an attempt to keep as good records and records as possible. I feel like I'm a records keeper, and I've felt that way in my entire life. Lars will really appreciate that. So, as opposed to asking about myself, I'll ask later. But what I will ask is, and once again, like I said, I thank you for that about Lars. He'll be very pleased to hear this. Can you speak to the process that is taking place on the planet Earth at this time, and what you see in the records there? They're calling it the ascension process, and I may have asked this before, and so forgive me if I sound redundant or repetitive, but there are those who, more and more people are coming and listening in on these sessions, and so if they miss some of the sessions where we spoke of this before, they'll have a fresh opportunity. So could you please, according to the records, and from what you were saying just now about it's the timeline for these things to come out. So could you speak to us about the ascension process? That's what we call it. And you can, whatever words you think are best for the way we could receive it the best way.
Because there has been for some time now going on a transition for your souls and even for your planet. It has caused a lot of turbulence among your people, a turbulence of feeling sometimes insecure and almost making you come out with false information just to keep an equilibrium to what's going on now, because there we can see there's a lot of turbulence, and we are talking of emotion turbulence on many of you now.
Yes.
And we want to tell you that that is nothing to fear in that. It's just a natural step in your development. Turn inwards to your own knowledge. Use every method you can. Use this type of session you are listening to now. Use visualization in any way. Use whatever mean you need to turn inwards and listen to your inner voice, because that is what accelerates your ascension. And you have all agreed of collectively to do this ascension now. That's why you're getting so much help from outside this planet and outside this solar system, because haven't been asked for it for so long, because the masses of you, the most of you, are tired of being lied to, conceived and betrayed. And we have watched this for many, many, many years now, and will now help you to go past this, because it's so much beneficial for all of the universe when you go to a higher level and are able to spread the message of that you should do no harm. You have no right to do no harm. You have only right to feel and receive good feelings in form of love and understanding.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And since we're speaking of the solar system, what can you say to us in the records, from the records, as to how the orbit that we're in, the part of the orbit that we're in around the great central sun, or the center of this galaxy, are we in a place where the vibration is really high, and it's helping with this process as well, or the evolution of the planet and the people and its inhabitants, not just the people, but all of its inhabitants?
You are in an area in your galaxy that is very high in photons, and the photons is, as you know, light.
Yes.
And light is what makes you vibrate. And in that way, when it's full of these photons, it also helps you in higher and raise your vibration. So yes, it's helping you to be here now. And that's why it's started in a timeline for about 4 or 5 years ago. They started to accelerate, because it's been going on for longer than that. But it's going to stay in this state for quite a long time forward. We're talking about at least 10 years. You are able to proceed to a higher frequency and other mission you have set up for yourself.
And on the other side of this, in terms of for the experience of all of the inhabitants, we shall be quite different physically, of course energetically, but physically it should probably make an incredible change as well.
You will do some change in your physical appearance, yes, because a lot of your physical appearance is due to your mindset, the density and your perception of that you are divided and not together aligned as one is going to clear off. And that will also change your appearance, but that will be in a very much longer time period.
In terms of when our physical bodies change, but our mental state shall change probably more dramatically.
Definitely, yes.
Excellent. Is there anything out of the records that you would like to share with us in this moment, and especially for all of those who are listening? And we would just be very grateful.
We want for you to know there has been going in cycles for your development on this planet. Sometimes your DNA is triggered to go to a more advanced settings. And that is also taking place now. But if you think of your past, think of your change over the past 10 years in your way of thinking, and now we're speaking for the most of you, not everyone of course, because there always is free will. But the most of you have a desire to go to this transformation, and now we are in the cycle of being able to do that in a way that you have never been in before. There have been life forms earlier on this planet in different society that been in a higher density, but they were also influenced by, we can say, entities with not so good purpose, not so good intention, that helped to overcast that. But now this time we can perceive that this will not be altered in the future. It will not be possible to go back to a denser frequency again. This is forever and forever being in the right direction of sharing all of the universal law and all of your emotions with all of each other in the future.
Excellent. That's amazing, and we're very happy that you would express that to us in this moment. You've clarified so many things, and I'm very appreciative. I'm very, very appreciative, and I am always happy every time that you allow Lars and I into these halls, into these sessions, and we're very grateful. We're very, very grateful.
It's because of your mindset and your intention that we are able to communicate in this way with you. If your mindset was set to anything else, we shouldn't be able to talk to you at all. So we are all grateful for this opportunity to express our intention in our struggle to help you through this that we know are a very turbulent timeline for you. And it can be even more so because a lot of going on with not only you emotionally, but all the planet is going through changes. And it's in such rapid speed now that more of you are aware of that, because there have been changes before, but it have been in so small steps and in so slow rate that you haven't been able to perceive it. But now more and more of you is perceiving this, and this work you're doing is also a little part of what's going on. You have to understand that many people working with the same kind of, we call it mindset, for you to understand what we're talking about. Because if your mindset is set to love, that is a good thing. If your mindset is set to fight, that's not a good thing. And you're going past that now. And we are very happy to see this. But we are with you in your struggle, because it can be a struggle. We are very much aware of that.
Absolutely. And but I don't know. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm happy for the opportunity, and I know I go through a lot of different emotions and a lot of different feelings, but regardless, I always seem to be able to get past it and stay on track with the work that we're doing. And
you have to be aware of, even if you feel, what you say, down, even if you feel low, that is not always a bad feeling, because that creates space for you to do another step in your development. Every feeling you have is for you in a way positive, even if you're feeling down, feeling sad, feeling depressed. Every that feeling is so unique for you,